Okay, so today I totally made a video on how to make French macaroons, and my computer ate it. So I basically just have to make more cookies and do it all over again, but now I'm totally an expert on how to make French macaroons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you guys how to make the filling for French macaroons, and I'm going to start with the easy one. I'm going to start with the chocolate ganache to go in between the sandwich of my chocolate macaroons. You're going to need a stove, a medium saucepan, and a half a cup of cream, heavy cream. We're going to bring that to a boil. We're going to dump it over 3.5 ounces of chocolate, add a little bit of butter, whisk it, and it'll be done. Then we'll sandwich it between our cookies and just eat them. When choosing chocolate to make ganache, I don't want you guys to cheap out. Buy a good chocolate bar. You're only going to need 3.5 ounces. I don't know if you want to go as fancy as maybe getting Scharfenberger, which is amazing chocolate, and if I had a bar of Scharfenberger, it's probably what I'd be using. But I don't. So you can go like the Ghirardelli route. You can go any kind of the fancier chocolates. You can find them in the baking aisle. Don't get a Hershey bar. It's not what you're going to want. That has too much wax in it. No, you don't want that. You're going to want to get a nice cooking chocolate bar for baking, for candy making. Toll House has these new kind of signature chocolate bars. They're called Chocolatier. It's a dark chocolate bar. You're going to get dark chocolate. It's between 50 to 70% cacao. This is a 53% cacao. And they come really great in these half-ounce squares. There's 8 of them. I used 7 of these squares to get 3.5 ounces of chocolate. You can chop it up finer than this if you want, but it should be at least this. This is what we're going to pour on. We're going to put our cream in and stir it up and add the butter. So make sure that you chop it, you use good chocolate, and you don't cheap out on me. I got my half a cup of cream right here. And you're going to bring it to a boil, but you're going to want to watch it because it will burn. And burned milk, cream, anything, it is not fun to smell, and it is not fun to clean up. Alright, so our cream is coming to a boil. You can see. Nice. Coming to a boil. And what we're going to do is we're going to pour this right over that chocolate. Here we go. So once this is nice and melted, you can see that when you chop the chocolate, it melts a lot faster and a lot easier than there. You can see it, the butter right here. And you want to whisk that in there and let that melt too. And this is how you make ganache. Easy, right? I know. People think cooking is really hard and baking is really hard, and it's not. You just got to follow directions. If you can read, you can cook. And if you can't read, you could probably still cook, but I wouldn't try baking. Not that illiteracy is a joke. Alright, so there you go. There's your chocolate ganache. As it cools down, it's going to set up a little bit and it won't be so drizzly. Well, that's basically the gist of it. It's pretty easy to make. Not going to lie. What you're going to do is you're going to use this ganache. You're going to sandwich between these cookies that we made. These are French macaroons. They're very, very light. They're made with mostly almonds and eggs. Just a little sugar. Actually, there's quite a bit of sugar. Powdered sugar, almond, eggs. It's a meringue cookie. They're very light. They're very airy. They're very, very, very delicious. And I'm going to sandwich those now and show you the end result in a bit.